The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. One step away from playing for the AFC title, this divisional round contest is underway. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter with Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
1st and 10, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. He's on the move. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Flush down out to his left. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pass caught, 9-yard line. He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Back to throw, here's Herbert. He's got it! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Chased out to his right. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here we go. Right to the air, Burrow. He's trying to push the field. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line. This defense just kept swarming.
3rd and long. Here's Burrow. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals pull ahead 6-3 in the first. T. Higgins the touchdown. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals to one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He puts everything behind this one. Big gain downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers need only one to take the lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Burrow from the gun. Completes this one to Chase. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Burrow out of the shotgun. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Higgins makes the catch. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Lohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. To throw again, it's Burrow. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. We've got a close one here. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
3rd down run by Dobbins. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. One's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Throwing now, Herbert. Rolling left, buying some time. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Dax Hill.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. And you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Target to his man Higgins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Trying for it with Burrow. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense, what credit is due.
And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Hand off to Walker from the gun. He breaks the tackle. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Now Burrow. Escapes the pocket. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Here's Burrow. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Butker knocks it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. A reverse on the opening kickoff. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And this one does not go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's cut along the left sideline. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action now for Herbert. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Getting out to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you.
And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take the lead just before halftime. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. For a second, looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no, coaches say stay out there. We're going for 2. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Maybe a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Kickoff taken at the 3. Returns looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing is Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Trying to throw here out of the gun. This one taken in by Chase. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. They'll go with Walker on the counter. Broke through the tackle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they have 3rd and short.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That's caught at the 4. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. They rip off a big chunk of field, and